Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Please take this moment now with helping me. Click here, subscribe. Next, click this bell. Next, ensure to click all. This helps you receive a notification when I posted my next videos. Next, click this thumbs up button after every time you watch my video. This pushes it up in the engagement ratings and means it will be suggested to more people, therefore is likely to get more views to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. I also have a Patreon page. Click show more. Scroll down. This link here, my Patreon, click on it. Select the membership. With this membership, you'll get access to all this information. Very good content. Saturday, July 31st. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last day of the month. So let's look at the higher time frame of charts. That means each candle will be a month. Yesterday was the last trading day of the US financial markets. So we're looking here at 6 grids of the key major equity indexes. The duration is a 5-year duration. Again, each candle is 1 month. We'll first look at the most popular one, the go-to index, the S&P 500, stock symbol Sierra Papa X-ray for you civilians. Made a new high for the year. It's at an all-time high. As well, the candle made a higher high than the prior month and a higher low than the prior month. That is trend. That's a trend to the upside. That's bullish. Nasdaq 100 as well made an all-time new high and it's trending to the upside. Higher high, higher low than the prior month. Outstanding. Both are green so far. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, also green, made a higher high, higher low than the prior month. Outstanding. It's trending to the upside. The Russell 2000, stock symbol Romeo Uniform Tango, closed red for the month. That's bad. Made a lower high and a lower low than the prior month. That's bad. It's an acceleration. It's not trending. It's struggling. Yep. And there's the high for the year all the way back here. So it's not even the high. It's struggling. The Dow Transports, red for the month, made a lower high, lower low than the prior month. It's trending. It's trending down. That is bearish. Here's the all-time high up there. Yeah, it's struggling even worse than the Russell 2000. And the Dow Utilities, well, green for the month. It did close above the body last month, but it did not make a higher high, higher low to close within that. It's an acceleration, nor is that the high of the year. Here's the high for the year. And look even worse. It's below the high of last year. That's the Dow Utilities Index. So the takeaway was the leadership is the big companies, the big growth companies of technology. What are you invested in? Hopefully you're either equal or outperforming what I just showed you. That's leadership. Let's go on to the next, because the S&P 500 has 11 sectors. So let's determine if we could identify leadership. First, we'll look at the XLK. XLK is the top technology sector, makes up over 20% of the S&P 500. All-time new high. Higher high, higher low than prior month. It's trending. Outstanding. Good leadership. XLV. Healthcare makes up almost 15%. Look at that. New high. Higher high, higher low. Trending to the upside. Outstanding. XLF. Financials. Makes up 13.7% of the S&P 500. Closed red for the month. Made a lower low, lower high, and below the high of the year. That's not good. It's struggling. 2 months in a row, red. XLY, consumer discretionary, makes up 10.2% of the S&P 500. Look what it did here. Higher high, higher low, all-time new high, broke above that consolidation. That's good. That's good. XLC, communication services, makes up 9.9% of the S&P 500. All-time new high, higher high, higher low, momentum to the upside, nice trend, all that green. XLI, industrials, makes up 9.7% of the S&P 500. Well, it did close green for the month, but made a lower high and a lower low. The momentum's down, way off the highs. There's the highs. This yellow horizontal line was the high of the year. That's not good. XLP, consumer staples, higher high, higher low, all-time new high. That's good. XLE, energy, makes up 6% of the S&P 500. I already showed you the Dow utility indexes, but again, this is a smaller, or this is the stock ETF, XLE. Look at that, red for the month, lower low, lower high, huge sell-off, below the high of the year, below the high prior year, and the prior year, and the prior year. That's not leadership, it's struggling. XLU, utilities. Well, green for the month, closed above that body, but it's still an acceleration and below the high of the year, plus below the high of last year. That's not good. XLRE, real estate, makes up 2.7% of the S&P 500. All-time new high, outstanding. Look all that green since the beginning of the month, outstanding. All-time new high, huge, huge. If you look at this movement from the beginning of this year up to now, it looks like it had more of a trading range, more gain in 2021 than it did in 2018. Better than the 2017, 2016, and a lot better than that sell-off last year. So this year, it looks like the fastest move up for this stock sector over the last 5 years. Outstanding. XLRE. XLB, materials, makes up 2.5% of the S&P 500. Yeah, it closed green for the month. The lower low, lower high, and below the high of the year. It's struggling. So there we go. We identified which stock indexes and which stock sectors are outstanding, good leadership to be invested in. Hopefully your investment portfolio is either equal or outperforming. If not, then whoever's managing your financial investments, fire them. Close shop, run away, take your money and leave. There's better opportunities out there. Have you ever heard of Faang? So let's look at the Faang stocks. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, some other ones I added in there too, Tesla. Let's go over them. Same thing. Each one's a monthly candle, 5 years. So first look at Apple. Apple, all-time new high, higher high, higher low. Broke out of that consolidation, outstanding. About time. It was struggling. Microsoft, all-time new high, higher high, higher low. Very good. It's been trending very well. Amazon, we made a higher high, higher low for the prior month. We closed back inside that consolidation. And that, folks, is a bearish pin bar and also appearing as a stop hunt. That does not look good. Does not look good. I'm expecting further downside. There's a trade idea. My Patreon, I'll be showing that to you. Patreon members will get to see that. Facebook, all-time new high. Green, higher high, higher low. Outstanding. Google, outstanding. All-time new high. Strong like bull. Look at that. Wow. Tesla, green for the month. Higher high, higher low. But way off the high of the year. Struggling. But now, because it made a higher high than that prior month, a higher low, maybe we're going to start having a trend reversal. Look at that closely. Yep. It's in a consolidation, and maybe we'll actually start seeing momentum to the upside. That may be a buying opportunity there. Again, my Patreon members, I'll show you the trade down here with options to consider. November, Victor, Delta, Alpha. All-time high for the month. All-time high for the year, but a close red back inside. That's suspicious. Yep. Netflix, not looking good. Well, it did close red for the month. That's not good. closed back inside the range of last month. That's not good. Certainly made a higher high, higher low than prior month. It's in a consolidation and way below the high of the year. Not good. Not good. Bravo, alpha, bravo, alpha. Yep. The momentum's down. It's trending down. Lower low, lower high. Huge sell-off. Broke right below this consolidation. Way below the high of the year. As well below the high of last year. Nothing good has been occurring in leadership with this since last year when I had that huge sell-off. And we're ended with looking at the very important yields. First, look at the these are fixed income products, bonds, notes. So we're looking at the 30-year bond. Here we are. Made a higher high, higher low, reversed off the bottom. Here's the high for the year. We're below it and below the high of last year. We came inside the midpoint of this huge monthly candle. So again, we're closed right there, right near that midpoint. We'll see what happens come next month. If we're going to have the momentum continue higher. What this does is trades inverse from yields, interest rates. So when the bonds go higher, the 30-year yield interest rates go lower. Got it? Now we're looking at another fixed income product, the 10-year notes. When the 10-year note goes higher, the 10-year yields go down, lower interest rates. So we had this month, made a higher high, higher low, broke above this consolidation, very good. And it's just touching the midpoint of that big red candle. And pause there. Below the high of the year and below the high of last year. Now we'll look at the 5-year note, which is a shorter duration. That green for the month, higher high, higher low, but still in this consolidation. And the high of last year was here, and the high of this year was there. So it's way below the high. And just shy of coming to the midpoint of that big candle. But all what looks like now is that we have momentum to the upside still in these bonds and notes, which represents interest rates staying low or going lower. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. Let me know what you thought about this video, and please let me know what you want to see next. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel. By going below and clicking on my PayPal link, you can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe.